The Belt and Road Initiative is important for countries, particularly if you look at countries like the United States, and for businesses that want to engage on the Belt and Road, particularly like GE, that would like to export its cleaner technology. So this, them being able to sign a joint venture agreement in Beijing this last year was important. I think there's a number, from a business perspective, there's a lot of opportunities for companies that really want to take advantage of the growth in China. I mean, China grew at about 6.5% last quarter, in the third quarter of this year. And there's this notion that although the economy in China is slowing, there still is great opportunity there. And the Belt and Road Initiative highlights that opportunity. It's also important to note that the Belt and Road was enshrined in China's constitution. It's really a hallmark of Xi Jinping and one of his clear legacies. And so it's important that both organizations, companies, and countries pay attention and also acknowledge the important role that it can have in driving China's economy. There's a lot of controversy right now whether or not, particularly from the private sector, whether or not American businesses will be able to participate effectively and really have an opportunity to really engage the Belt and Road Initiative, given that the vast majority of contracts that will be awarded will go to state-owned enterprises. Another important factor is that, as speaking to one American businessman who said, look, at the end of the day, we're going to get crumbs on the table, because it's this notion that really there aren't a lot, they don't see a lot of potential, particularly for the smaller companies. I think another important point that doesn't get mentioned a lot is the fact that there is no list. The Belt and Road is such a large and intricate and it's massive in scale. So it's like there's no list on how to get engaged with various projects, and there's a lot more enhanced due diligence, particularly from the American side, and companies who want to engage in this initiative, but don't exactly know who to contact, how to get involved. So these are a number of concerns that the business community has, and also if there's an issue of dispute, how do businesses arbitrate and reconcile their issues. So that's another, with the international jurisdictions. And I think right now where we are in U.S.-China relations are really an inflection point. I think there needs to be a lot more focus on areas of common interest between the United States and China, both at a government-to-government level, but also at all grassroots level as well, to really enhance more trust and understanding between the two countries before stronger business ties can really, to really promote an environment and an ecosystem where stronger business ties can really thrive and flourish. Right now, there's a lot of concern over the U.S.-China trade war, and in particular, front and center of this is technology. I mean, the United States is very keen on being able to not allow China to kind of rise up and challenge its position in many ways. I think that the Huawei is a great example where the United States is really leading this initiative, because in many ways there have been many legitimate concerns about intellectual property rights and concerns, and so how we manage those tensions are really important, and will have very important implications on the BRI going forward.